Congressman, your thoughts about the speech, because so far the coalition has held together, but Russia's planning a big offensive by all accounts this spring, and Putin doubling down as well, saying that those provinces are his.
Well, I think obviously earlier today with Vladimir Putin's remarks, we heard the delusional rantings of a madman. And I think it was good that President Biden made the trip to Ukraine with President Zelensky and obviously my colleagues on the Foreign Affairs Committee following that up. And I think that's positive because we need to show a unified support for Ukraine. Vladimir Putin cannot be allowed to succeed because if he does, if he succeeds in Ukraine, he will not stop there. And that has been one of my biggest concerns. You know, my wife is from Moldova, a neighboring country to Ukraine, a former Soviet satellite state. Her family still lives there. And Putin has already made, comments to the effect that they could go into Moldova next. So I think the United States and our allies in Europe have held strong. I don't think Putin anticipated that. But I think not only with respect to Russia, but also China, it is critical that we do. And it is also critical, as Chairman McCall pointed out in his comments, that we give them the weaponry they need to succeed, to win the war. And I think that is critically important.
Yeah, well, in terms of Moldova, it was widely believed that Putin wanted to build a land bridge to the rebels in Transnistria and then try to take over Moldova from there, potentially. You said the Putin speech was the delusional rantings of a madman. But it's a madman, if he is, who's got a lot of nuclear weapons and is now pulled out of the New START treaty. That seemed to be in response to Biden going to Kiev, which, even though the Russians were advised of, would really be a finger in the eye to Putin.
Well, look, I think it is important. Vladimir Putin is the one who started this war. Vladimir Putin invaded a sovereign nation and has tried to take over Ukraine. And as I said, if he is allowed to succeed, he will not stop there. And so, he can be as upset as he wants, but this is a disaster of his own making. And I think the fact that he is pulling out of the nuclear arms treaty just speaks volumes to the irrational behavior that we have witnessed over the last year.